Hey guys, welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of Castle. This is a Patreon special episode. We will watch the first 5 episodes of Castle, and if it gets renewed by the patrons, we will watch more. Specifically the Ultimate tier patrons, if it gets renewed, we will watch more. If not, we'll go to something else. It's up to them. Fully up to them. They can keep renewing it, and we'll keep watching 5 episodes, 5 episodes, 5 episodes, 5 episodes. They could keep doing it all the way until it is over. Which means that this will be posted onto YouTube. Now, if this is on YouTube, which means it has been voted for fully, or the other patrons have voted for it to be fully watched. So, welcome. It's Castle. I know a little bit about Castle. This show was going on when I was younger. Like many other shows were going on when I was younger, but this one, for some reason, I noticed, I saw it. I never watched it, but I knew about it. I know for the most part what it's about. It's like a crime show. They solve mysteries and stuff, and I know the guy who's in it. That's all. That's actually all I know. I forgot his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion. I think it's him. I'm pretty sure it's him. When I see it, I will know for sure. I'm pretty sure. I see his face with Castle. I'm pretty sure. I'm right. Never seen it, but here we go. I assume this person is dead.
Murder.
Yeah.
Mystery. The macabre. Tonight we honor a master of the form and celebrate the launch of Stormfall.
I've never understood that.
Watch that on.
The stunning conclusion to his best-selling Derek Storm mystery series, Rick Castle.
Rick Castle. I don't understand why would you have someone sign your body? You can't keep it. She looks familiar. Maybe because I saw one clip of this show a long time ago and she was in it, maybe, I guess.
Allison Tisdale.
No signs of struggle. You knew her.
Even bought her flowers. Says romance is dead.
I do. Every Saturday night.
2 shots to the chest.
Yikes.
My caliber.
Despite all of the effort, all of the preparation, you won't find any evidence of sexual abuse.
You really get that from just
How the hell did
This,
you know?
plus I've seen this before. Don't you guys read?
What kind of idiot kills off his best-selling main character?
Is it?
Are you asking as my blood-sucking publisher or as my blood-sucking ex-wife?
You had to put a bullet through his head.
Yeah, real messy too. Big exit wound. Don't worry, Jack Storm is not the golden goose here. I am. Wrote half a dozen bestsellers.
Thought I knew her for a second.
Oh, I don't know. The fact the new book was due 9 weeks ago?
You know, I already returned that advance. I spent it divorcing you.
Yikes.
Did you tell Gina I was having trouble writing?
Oh, I told her nothing of the sort. I may have said something about spending your days walking in your underwear, waiting for post time at Belmont, but hey, you're an artist, it's expected.
We had a deal. I let you live with us, but you don't talk about my work.
What's to talk about? You haven't done any since I moved in. Yes.
Whatever I have and haven't done, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't share it with my ex-wife. You should have me committed.
For what? Letting her move in? I think it's sweet.
Won't be when I strangle her.
Is that your daughter? Is this your daughter?
You know I'm only 15, right?
You're an old soul.
Yeah, well, me and my soul can wait.
I'm your biggest fan. Where do you get your ideas?
And the ever-popular, will you sign my chest?
That one I don't mind so much.
Yeah, well, FYI.
Doesn't make
do.
sense.
Just once I'd like someone to come up to me and say something new.
Mr. Castle?
Where would you like it?
Detective Kate Beckett, NYPD. We need to ask you a few questions about a murder that took place earlier tonight.
That's new.
Mr. Castle, this whole bad boy charm thing that you've got going might work for bin bets and celebritantes. Me? I work for a living, so that makes you one of two things in my world. Either the guy who makes my life easier, or the guy who makes my life harder. And trust me, you do not want to be the guy who makes my life harder. Allison Tisdale, daughter of real estate mogul Jonathan Tisdale.
She's cute.
She's dead. Did you ever meet her? Book signing? Charity event?
It's possible. Hell hath no fury. Angry Wiccans out for blood. Come on. Only hardcore Castle groupies read that one.
Do any of these groupies ever write you letters? Disturbing letters?
Oh, all my fan mail's disturbing. It's an occupational hazard.
Because sometimes in cases like this, we find that the killer
Attempts to contact the subject of his obsession. I'm also pretty well versed in psychopathic methodologies. Another occupational hazard. And you know you have gorgeous eyes.
So I take it that you won't have any objection to us going through your mail.
Can I get copies of those?
Copies?
I have this poker game. It's mostly other writers, Patterson, Cannell, bestsellers. You have no idea how jealous those would make them.
Oh my god.
Jealous?
Did I have a copycat? Oh my gosh, in my world, that's the red badge of honor. That's the criminal Cooperstown.
People are dead, Mr. Castle.
I'm not asking for the bodies, just the picture.
I think we're done here.
Damn, dude. Damn, just damn. Damn.
Say, I put him in when he does in school. Like, don't you turn into a pumpkin or something?
Oh, when your dad's been escorted away by cops. That was a slammer. And you will make it their bitch.
Sorry, Switchblade. Still belong to you. Baby bird?
Righty, bird.
Their loss.
So, are you gonna tell me about it, or do I have to look it up on the fan sites?
What?
I work dead bodies all day. The last thing I want to do when I go home is read murder books.
Aren't you curious? Whoever did this read Castle's books, and somewhere in those pages is the answer to where he'll strike next.
Yeah, but why do you have to read the whole that would be a pain in my ass.
What about Tisdale and Fisk? Any connection?
Other than your boy there? No.
What's he doing here?
Maybe he likes you.
Detective Beckett.
Captain?
They're totally gonna be a thing.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Castle has offered to assist with the investigation.
Sir, can I talk to you for a minute? In private?
Nope.
What?
Nothing.
Why are you here? You don't care about the victim, so you aren't here for justice. You don't care that the guy's aping your book, so you aren't here because you're outraged. So what is it, Rick? Are you here to annoy me?
I'm here for the story.
The story.
Why those people? Why those murders?
Sometimes there is no story. Sometimes the guy is just a psychopath.
There's always a story.
That's
Always
true.
a chain
That's
of events that makes everything make sense. Most smart, good-looking women become lawyers, not cops. And yet, here you are.
Lawyer? Do they? Really?
Why?
Is that a thing?
I don't know,
I
Rick.
didn't know that.
You're the novelist. You tell me.
Well, you're not bridge and tunnel. Don't trace the bros when you
What about
come.
doctors?
Manhattan, that means money. You went to
Nurses.
college, probably a pretty good one. You had options. Yeah, you had lots of options. Better options. More socially acceptable options. And you still chose this. But that tells me something happened. Not to you. You're wounded, but you're not that wounded. It was somebody you cared about. It was someone you loved.
Oh. We're pushing buttons.
You probably could have lived with that, but the person responsible was never caught. The point is, there's always a story. You just have to find it.
I think I just did.
Wow.
Man's got the mayor on speed dial.
Rich really are different.
You want him, it's yours.
A control freak like you with something you can't control? No, that's going to be more fun than Shark Week. Okay, you will have your prince in an hour.
Mr. Castle, we have procedure, protocol.
Yeah, and you always come to a complete stop at a red light, and you never fudge your taxes. Tell me something. You ever have any fun? You know, let your hair down, drop your top, till the cops gone wild.
You do know I'm wearing a gun.
Back in.
Midtown. I just found another one.
That's so funny. Eventually, I might be able to solve these two.
Death of a prom queen.
It depends how they do
Maintenance
it.
found her an hour ago.
You got a COD?
Not into the full exam, but this wasn't a stabbing.
Lack of blood around the wound suggests she was dead before it was inserted. No foam around the mouth, so we know she didn't drown.
Oh, you're good.
He's good.
She killed first and then posed, just like the others.
They got a match of the print. Kyle Cabot, he's in Brooklyn. We got him. Stay here.
Scout's honor.
He's not gonna stay. He's not here. Oh, you were right though. That's good. He's a fan. Oh, jeez. Wowzers.
Allison's blouse.
Yep.
I'm guessing he kept trophies.
What the hell?
Calendar.
Yep. What is it? Is that him?
Your superfan also has a history of delusions. Guess whose caseworker was?
Allison Tisdale.
Yeah. Her files indicate that he was on pretty heavy antipsychotics.
Limited intelligence thinks he has a personal relationship with his hero.
This is in one of your books, Castle. Out here we find a guy standing over a body with a gun. He's usually the guy who did it.
Huh. Yeah, but does he look like he's in the right mind to be able to do all that? I mean, I guess that makes a good reason to why
You
he
know, this
would
kid
do
was
it.
in and out of the system for years.
But he looks like he can barely move.
Until Allison Tisdale took over his case file. Yeah.
And why was he in the closet?
Can you leave the box? We'll take care of it tomorrow.
I'm working on this thing. It starts with a famous author. Some psycho starts staging murders like the way he does in his books.
That's pretty self-aggrandizing, isn't it?
This is Castle we're talking about. So, crime scenes are clean. Doesn't leave any fingerprints, doesn't leave any DNA. Right? Like maybe somebody set this kid up. That's what your story needs. The character who thinks the kid's innocent keeps digging until he finds the truth.
That's basically this episode, right? Is this gonna be this episode?
Why are you still here?
I just came by to give you this. So something to memorialize our brief partnership.
Brief.
Don't look so suspicious. Go on.
Brief. It's just like, what is going on?
He didn't.
By the way, the rose petals in the Tisdale murder, they're grandiflora, not hybrid teas.
I'll make a note of it.
Yeah, you probably should, since it means Kyle Cabot is innocent.
Thank you, officer.
Damn.
Hello, Father.
Hello, daughter.
I wish I could say I was surprised.
I strive for that relationship. Hello, father. Hello,
Oh,
daughter.
that's not true, Mother. I had lots of father figures. I see you've met Captain Montgomery and Detective Beckett.
So he starts with the murder of convenience, and then escalates to a murder of somebody he knows very well, and then goes back to a murder of convenience. It doesn't make any sense.
They set up Kyle to take the fall. Somebody who knew enough about his fixation with me to use it to get away with murder. That means we're not looking for a serial killer. 2, you look for a connection. At 3, you look for someone like Kyle. At 3, you don't need motive because mentally unstable serial killers don't usually have one.
That makes about as much sense as Mousetrap. I did that play 8 times a week for a year. I still have no idea what it's about.
Castle was right. If he was trying to follow his books, then the roses on Allison's body were wrong. And Fisk should have been suffocated by a plastic bag, not
Why is he a writer, not a detective?
Like, blue, not yellow. For an obsessive, it would have been impossible not to get the details right.
Well, if it wasn't him, then who was it?
So if the killer found out about Kyle through Allison, then Allison must have been the intended target. Somebody wanted Allison dead. Just have to figure out why.
If I have to keep bailing you out, you're gonna need to raise my allowance. By a lot.
Mine too.
This is not what it looks like. Okay, this is exactly what it looks like, but I can explain.
You coming?
What happens to all that money if something happens to you?
Castle?
Half of my estate goes to my charitable foundation and the rest to my children. I mean, my son.
Thank you. He's dying.
Who's dying? Tisdale?
You want a hot dog? I want a hot dog. What do you take on your dog? Apples.
What makes you think he's dying?
You see those pictures in his office?
Yeah.
He's much thinner now. Like sick thin, not workout thin.
His daughter was just murdered.
And the way he kept touching his hair like he's self-conscious.
He was a piece?
It's a good one. But it's new to him. Chemo's relatively recent. And he was wearing makeup.
He's trying to look healthier than he is.
I was about to say, he looks
so
like
he got cancer. That doesn't mean that he's terminal.
You interview the brother?
There's no reason to.
Well, now there is. You get hot with this?
He's better than she is.
Yeah. And my sister, she just wanted to see the best in people. Even that kid who killed her. You know, she did everything she could to help that guy. Even brought him around here once to see if I could get him a job.
But you didn't.
I can't afford to. All right, my employees mess up, I lose my bond.
He did it. I can't believe he did. That's pretty shitty.
Maybe if I'd helped him.
He's like, I don't want 50 million. I want 100.
Dad told you he was dying. Where were you the night of your sister's murder?
I was traveling. On business.
And can you prove that?
Actually, I was out of the country for all 3 murders. Yeah. Here. Check the stamps on that if it's useful.
A U.S. passport.
Absolutely unassailable. He's lying. I mean, I get him knowing where he was the night of his sister's murder, but the other 2 victims, he didn't pause. He didn't ask for dates. He didn't even check his calendar, but he was ready with an alibi. In my experience, innocent people do not prepare alibis.
So I was right.
Okay, give me the dates and flights.
Why can't you just admit I was right?
Which means the passport stamps were forged.
I'm gonna call passport control and have them check the logs.
Oh,
That's not how he would have done it.
You got a better idea, Ricky?
Second passport.
And how would he get one of those?
Oh, his money? Trust me, in the black market it'd be a piece of cake.
So he leaves the country on his own, comes back with the other passport, commits murder, flies out, and then comes back in on his own.
Perfect alibi, perfect murder.
But almost impossible to prove.
Unless you find the second passport.
Gotta be freaked after your little meet and greet.
Keep eyeballs on him. If he moves, I want to know.
it's totally
Things
him.
that people will do for money.
Hey, I got fooled
This guy killed his
too.
own sister in cold blood, and 2 more people
And
were covered up.
I've been
He's
watching
a
some of
world-class
this stuff.
sociopath. There's a lot more to this story than just money. We need a search warrant. She needs a search warrant.
For the home and office of Harrison Tisdale.
Harrison Tisdale, as in Jonathan Tisdale's son?
Yes.
Yep. He murdered his sister, killed 2 more people to cover up the crime.
Murder the Tisdales? You better be long and straight on this one, Detective.
Harrison's father is terminally ill, sir.
What? I just saw him at a benefit.
Hope you took a picture.
Unbelievable. No!
If you're going in, you should be armed. My backup's in the glove compartment.
No way. Bullshit.
I can't find it.
This time you're staying put.
Oh, okay. Becket, right, buddy? Joke's over! Come on!
Of course he has a key or something.
Ask me once, shame on you.
Nice. So elegant. It would be a bitch to try to put that back together.
Stop, police! Don't move!
I got him!
What?
Castle!
That's so stupid, dude. Oh, man. You're so dumb. He had a gun.
That's why you killed her. It wasn't just for the money. You wanted to punish him before he died. Take away the only thing he loved. That's a pretty good story. Who are you?
Harrison, let him go. It's over.
It's not over. It's not over.
That's a pretty good story.
Tell me you saw that. You're gonna put that in your report, right?
Well, guess this is it.
Well, it doesn't have to be. We could go to dinner, debrief each other.
Why, Castle? So I can be another one of your conquests?
Or I could be one of yours.
It's nice to meet you.
This is totally not it. Well, season 1, episode 1.
Too bad.
Season 1, episode 1. It's the series finale.
You have no idea.
He's totally into her. Totally. Is he just gonna write a book for each episode or something?
You wanted to see me, sir? Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
No way.
Becket, listen.
Sir, he is like a 9-year-old on a sugar rush, totally incapable of taking anything seriously.
But he did help solve this case.
Oh.
And when the mayor's happy, the commissioner's happy. And when the commissioner's happy, I'm happy.
How long, sir?
Almost up to him.
Oh, yes. Yep, knew it. Solid start to Castle. If you would like to get these videos early, you can do so. Down in the description to the Patreon, you can get these videos extremely early. For example, it's May. May 2021 right now. So if you're watching these on YouTube, who knows when it will be, because as of right now, patrons have to renew it for every 5 episodes. Or they can vote for the entire series, but those are 2 different votes, and it has to go through 2 different processes. So who knows? Who knows? You might not see this until 2023, 2024. Who knows? Who knows? But you can find a lot of these episodes, assuming this is on YouTube, on Patreon or on SimpleReactions.com. Go to either one, SimpleReactions.com or Patreon.com/SimpleReactions. See y'all next time.